Imagine a world of amplified sounds, blinding lights, and overwhelming textures. Every sound is magnified, every light is intensified, and every texture feels like it's attacking your senses. This is the reality for many autistic individuals. For them, the world can be an overwhelming place, filled with sensory experiences that are difficult to process. Sensory processing differences can make everyday experiences feel intense and unbearable. The texture of clothing, the sound of a pencil on paper, or the brightness of classroom lights can all become sources of distress. A gentle touch might feel like a painful jab. What seems like a simple, comforting gesture to one person can be a source of intense discomfort to an autistic individual. A crowded room might trigger a sensory overload. The multitude of sounds, sights, and movements can become too much to handle, leading to feelings of panic and confusion. These overwhelming sensations can lead to meltdowns or challenging behaviors. It's not a choice or a lack of discipline, it's a response to an environment that feels chaotic and unmanageable. It's crucial to understand that these reactions stem from a neurological difference, not defiance. Autistic individuals are not being difficult on purpose, they are struggling to cope with their sensory experiences. Autistic children are not trying to be difficult. They are doing their best to navigate a world that often feels overwhelming and unpredictable. They are reacting to a world that feels too much to handle. The classroom, with its constant noise and activity, can be a particularly challenging environment. As caregivers and educators, it's our responsibility to provide a safe and supportive environment. We need to be aware of the sensory challenges that autistic individuals face and take steps to minimize their distress. We need to shift our perspective from managing behavior to understanding sensory needs. By recognizing the root causes of challenging behaviors, we can create strategies that support rather than punish. Only then can we truly support autistic children and help them navigate their world with confidence. By creating sensory-friendly environments, we can empower autistic individuals to thrive and reach their full potential. Sensory tools such as noise-canceling headphones, weighted blankets, and fidget toys can make a significant difference. These tools can help autistic individuals manage their sensory experiences and feel more comfortable in their surroundings. Visual schedules and clear routines can also provide a sense of predictability and security. Knowing what to expect can reduce anxiety and help autistic individuals feel more in control. Inclusion is key. By creating environments that accommodate sensory needs, we can ensure that autistic individuals are not excluded or marginalized. Everyone deserves the opportunity to participate and succeed. When we take the time to understand and address sensory needs, we can make a profound difference in the lives of autistic individuals. We can help them feel safe, supported, and valued. Ultimately, it's about connection and understanding. By seeing the world from a different perspective, we can build stronger, more compassionate relationships with autistic individuals. Let's commit to creating a world where everyone, regardless of their sensory experiences, can thrive. Gentle restraint, when used appropriately, is about ensuring safety, both for the autistic individual and those around them. It's not about punishment or control, it's about providing a safe space for the individual to regain control during moments of sensory overload or emotional distress. Imagine a child in the throes of a meltdown, at risk of hurting themselves or others. Gentle restraint can be a temporary measure to prevent harm. It's about providing a calming, containing presence. The key is to approach restraint with empathy and understanding, not force. Restraint should always be a last resort, used only when absolutely necessary to prevent immediate harm. It's crucial to remember that restraint is not a solution in itself. It's a temporary intervention while we address the underlying sensory or emotional triggers. To utilize restraint effectively, we must first understand the why behind a child's behavior. Autistic individuals often experience sensory sensitivities. Loud noises, bright lights, or certain textures can trigger anxiety and overwhelm. Changes in routine can also be disruptive. Autistic children thrive on predictability. Unexpected transitions or disruptions in their schedule can lead to distress and challenging behaviors. Recognizing these triggers is essential. By understanding the individual's sensory profile and potential stressors, we can anticipate and potentially prevent meltdowns. Proactive strategies, such as sensory breaks and visual supports, can be incredibly helpful. When restraint is unavoidable, prioritize gentle techniques. One approach is deep pressure. Wrapping the child in a soft blanket or providing a firm hug can be calming. This simulates the feeling of being held or swaddled. Another technique is offering a quiet space. Sensory overload can be overwhelming. A dimly lit room with minimal distractions allows the child to decompress. Noise-canceling headphones can further minimize sensory input. Remember, the goal is to reduce stimulation and promote a sense of safety. Avoid using force or restraint that restricts breathing or movement. Speak in a calm, soothing voice. Let the child know you're there to help them feel safe again. Section 5. Individualized care, the cornerstone of effective restraint. Just as every autistic individual is unique, so too should be our approach to restraint. What works for one child may not work for another. It's crucial to tailor our strategies to the individual's specific needs and sensitivities. Begin by observing the child's responses to different sensory inputs. Do they seek out deep pressure or avoid it? Are they sensitive to light or sound? This information is invaluable in determining appropriate restraint techniques. Collaborating with parents, therapists, and educators is essential. They can provide insights into the child's triggers, calming mechanisms, and preferred communication methods. Remember, it's about working together to create a safe and supportive environment. Section 6. Building trust, the foundation of cooperation. Trust is the bedrock of any successful interaction with an autistic child. When a child trusts us, they are more likely to cooperate, even during moments of distress. Building trust takes time, patience, and consistency. Start by spending quality time with the child, engaging in activities they enjoy. This helps establish a positive rapport. Use clear and concise language. Avoid using idioms or figurative language, which can be confusing. Be predictable in your interactions. Follow through on your promises. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Consistency builds security and predictability, which are essential for autistic individuals. Section 7. Patience, a virtue in restraint and beyond. Patience is not simply a virtue, it's a necessity when working with autistic children. Meltdowns and challenging behaviors can be frustrating. It's easy to become impatient, but it's crucial to remain calm and composed. Remember that the child is not intentionally trying to be difficult. They are communicating their needs in the best way they know how. Our role is to decipher their communication and respond with empathy and understanding. Take deep breaths and remind yourself that the child's behavior is a form of communication. Focus on de-escalating the situation, not exacerbating it. Patience is not just about waiting, it's about understanding and responding with compassion. Section 8. Alternatives to physical restraint, exploring sensory modulation. While physical restraint may be necessary in certain situations, it's essential to explore alternative strategies. Sensory modulation techniques can be incredibly effective in preventing and managing meltdowns. One approach is providing access to sensory tools. Weighted blankets, fidget toys, and noise-canceling headphones can help regulate sensory input. Creating a designated sensory area with soft lighting, calming scents, and soothing textures can be beneficial. Another strategy is incorporating movement breaks into the child's routine. Physical activity can help release pent-up energy and reduce anxiety. Even a short walk or a few minutes of jumping jacks can make a difference. Section 9. The power of knowledge. Empowering caregivers with resources. Navigating the world of autism can feel overwhelming. Information is power. Equipping ourselves with knowledge about autism and sensory processing differences is crucial. There are numerous resources available to support caregivers, educators, and individuals on the autism spectrum. Books, websites, and organizations dedicated to autism awareness and advocacy provide valuable insights and practical strategies. One such resource is the Autism Guidance Hub. This comprehensive platform offers evidence-based information, expert advice, and a supportive community for those touched by autism. Subscribing to the Autism Guidance Hub can provide you with the tools and knowledge to navigate the challenges and celebrate the joys of autism. Section 10. Continuous learning. A journey towards understanding. Understanding autism is not a destination, it's a journey. As we learn more about the autistic experience, we can better support the individuals in our lives. Commit to continuous learning, seeking out new information and perspectives. Attend workshops, read books, and connect with other families and professionals. The more we understand about autism, the better equipped we are to create a world that is inclusive, supportive, and empowering for all. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity for learning and growth. By approaching autism with an open mind and a compassionate heart, we can make a world of difference in the lives of those on the spectrum.